I completed I Hate This Place. Not just dipped in for half an hour, not just tested the vibe and bounced, I actually committed real time to it. I wanted to understand why people are talking about this game, whether the survival horror loop actually holds up, and whether it's worth touching at all if your gaming time is limited. Because that's what this channel is about. Finding games that don't just look stylish, but respect your time when you actually sit down to play. That's exactly why I use my DAD priority score framework. It cuts through the marketing, it focuses on what matters when your evenings are short and interruptions are real. So let me show you what my time with I Hate This Place was actually like, and whether you should press start. So this is I Hate This Place. It's an isometric, craft-based survival horror game where you scavenge, build, sneak, and fight in a cursed land full of reality-bending nightmares that thrive in the dark. The big hook is the day-night cycle. Daytime is prep, nighttime is panic. More enemies, stronger enemies, and navigation gets harder because you're basically relying on a flashlight. And the monsters? A lot of them hunt by sound, so stealth and noise management are not optional, they are the core of staying alive. So why should you care? This game is built around tension you can understand instantly. Light is limited, darkness is dangerous, sound can kill you. What stood out to me straight away is the vibe. It's got the bold comic book look and an 80s horror flavour, and it leans into dark humour and gore. It reminds me of the top-down survival panic feeling you get from old-school survival horror, just with a modern stealth and crafting backbone. Weakness to flag early, marketing calls call it open world in places, but what's clearly stated on Steam is the craft-based survival structure and the day-night cycle loop. So if you're expecting a fully free-form sandbox with no structure, set your expectations around survival runs, resource routes, and building up safety over time. Is it actually fun? For me, yes, when it's letting me play the loop it's designed around. Here's the fun bit. You're constantly doing three things: scavenging for materials, crafting gear and preparing for night, using stealth and noise to survive encounters. My first-hand experience is that stealth and sound system is the star. I can crouch and creep to reduce risk, and I can throw objects to pull enemies away, then sprint through a gap when it's safe. That lines up with the dev's description of using sound to lure creatures away or into traps. Enemy variety, at least early, is properly gross in a good way. In my sessions, I ran into a vein-dragging enemy that yanks you, which is disgusting, a boil-covered brute that moves slow but feels dangerous, a two-bodies stuck-together monster that charges hard, and in my run it smashed into a wall and got stuck long enough for me to reset, spiders that hide in the ground and jump attack you. Christ. Weapons to me feel mixed but interesting. There's a real big variety that gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on, ranging from a snub-nosed pistol to a full-on assault rifle by the end. All of them typically working in better scenarios and situations, so you need to prepare. If this style of review helps you pick games that respect your time, hit like and subscribe. I do this specifically for busy gamers who don't want their limited sessions wasted. This is where I Hate This Place is strong, and then suddenly very weak. Strong first. The game is clear about the purpose of scavenging, gather resources, craft essential gear, upgrade your campsite, rebuild outposts so you have somewhere to hide. In my playtime, once I reached the main house area, I could start constructing useful structures like resource production. That supports the upgrade your campsite and rebuild outposts progression promise. The quest direction also helped. I felt like I always had a next objective rather than wandering lost. That's my experience, but it matters for limited sessions. If you only have 45 minutes, you want a clear plan. Now the weak part. If you lose progression, it's brutal, and that can wipe out the feeling of, I achieved something tonight. The reason that it's brutal is within this section. It's the biggest warning I have based on my own sessions. In my playthrough, saving felt too spaced out for a busy life game. I hit a situation where I entered a special area and an objective item did not spawn. I was effectively soft-locked and I had to quit out. The last time I had manually saved was about 30 minutes earlier, so I lost that whole time. Then I ran it again and later died and lost another chunk. In total, I wasted around 45 minutes because of the combination of a soft lock and punishing rollback. That is a time respect issue, full stop. Even if you are not a parent, losing 30 minutes to a lock and another chunk to a death spiral feels awful. So I really would encourage them to include way more automatic save points. It's a huge shame, really. Good news though, this is built as a single player game, so the whole experience is designed around you, your choices, and your route planning. Because stealth and sound are central, it plays like a personal survival puzzle. It's not asking you to rely on a squad to make the systems fun. That is important for busy gamers because lining up friends is a mini project on its own. On the fun side, the core loop is strong. Scavenge, craft, prepare, survive the night, repeat. On the time respect side, my sessions had a real setback due to soft locks and punishing rollbacks. If you love survival horror and you can handle replaying chunks, you'll definitely enjoy the tension and stealth loop. If you have limited time and losing 30-minute ruins your night, this might frustrate you unless those issues are patched. The game only took me around 9 hours to complete, and at a value of $35, I think that's quite a hefty ask, as there's no replayability once you have completed the story. So what's my lasting thought? I can't really recommend the game at full price, I don't think, but I would definitely pick this up on a decent Steam sale. The save system is unforgiving, with checkpoints spaced so far apart that failures or bugs can erase large chunks of playtime. On top of that, there's no strong hint system to help lost players recover, which turns confusion into a hard wall rather than a solvable problem. Combined, these issues do not respect the player's time and make progression feel unreliable rather than challenging. If you value honest takes like this, stick around. Like, sub, or don't. No pressure here, I'm just grateful for the view. And if you have bought the game, tell me straight, did you hit any soft locks, or has it been smooth for you so far?